Everybody, this is Bo back in the Sports Lounge. We're going to go all the way out to California, talk to Vladimir Matyushenko, one of our favorites from years ago, number 19th card. Hey, buddy.
Thank you very much, guys. I think you made a mistake of September 19th. But, yeah, September 19th, that's when my fight is.
September 19th at 10 p.m., correct?
Yeah, I think so. It's Dallas time.
Absolutely. Vladimir, you know, you did Call to Arms, you did a bunch of other stuff for yourself. You've got a stellar repertoire of arsenal to bring into this competition. I mean, I'm sure you're going to be coming to this thing very well prepared and really get yourself in line to get a belt, because we all know you. Everybody knows about Vladimir, no matter where we talk to about weight limits, talk to about athletes, about fighters, your name always comes up, and we know it's going to be a great show.
Well, yeah, that's my plan.
Vladimir, so what are you doing right now to get yourself in shape, because that deadline's coming fast?
Well, I just come back actually from the beach right now. We're just riding for 5 miles from the beach, swim a little bit. I'm just getting ready for a spar tonight, heavy little sparring. So I'm going to take a few hours off, and pretty much the same for the rest of the week. I'm going to spar and do some conditioning in the morning.
You know, Vladimir, you always approach this with like an even hand every fight that comes up. What are things that you know about Igor that you're going to try to take care of? Something that you've seen in video, studied his game plan?
Well, again, I don't like to do things like that before in the radio announce that, well, I'm just going to do single leg and pass his guard and get a side control armbar. So, like, everybody knows it. And also, it's hard to do something like that. But I just try to be prepared and ready for everything. I know he's a striker, but he's also got some good wrestling skills. So he's a well-rounded fighter as well. Just I'll try to keep on my feet if I can, and just go from there.
You know, Vladimir, it took you a little while to finally join the UFC and be on a fight card and also being name listed. You've had some just gargantuan fights over the years, Call to Arms match, and now going to the UFC. How does this exactly mean to you, and what does it mean to you to finally reach, I guess the pinnacle of MMA?
Well, it's not just united; it's reunited with UFC or Rick and Back. I've been fighting for them 5 times already, a while ago, and right now I just feel like I'm coming back home.
Absolutely. And a number of the losses that you had were like to Arlovsky and Tito. You've got very few losses underneath there, but losing to those two guys, I think everybody has lost to those guys. And, I know a lot of us were talking about rematches. You've got the Tim Booch that's in the UFC. You've got Ortiz that's making a huge comeback for himself. I know it's one fight at a time, and I know that you want to fight the best no matter where they're at, but in the back of your mind, are you thinking about any of those guys?
Yeah, no, definitely. Even if I have not the many losses, but loss is a loss, and I hate to do that. So I hate to go away and just, by losing the person, so I always want a rematch. So see, hopefully, yeah, Tito's back, and I'm kind of glad that he is, and that would be nice. It's not going to happen right away, probably. It's going to take a few fights for me to get there, but yeah.
Well, we know how you approach when you go into a fight, because you're very methodical. Every fighter that has gone against you has spoken either to us or online on exactly what you do. And, there's no mystery of how you're going to go into this fight. So, as you said, we are not going to give any cookies out to anybody. But on a training mechanism, just leading up to the fight, a lot of fighters work extensively on cardiovascular just to make sure that they've done all their best. How do you peak for yourself for competition?
Well, like totally earlier, right now, just do mostly cardio in the morning and just cardio, do some boxing, and, wrestling drills on the top of it. And at night, especially right now before a fight, just pretty much sparring and just going hard for, even if I fight 3-minute rounds, 5-minute rounds, but I prepare for 5. Actually, the last time I sparred 5, maybe today I go for 6. So, yeah, it's pretty tough. I don't necessarily like it doing it, but it's what you have to do.
Now, we've never asked you before, where do you exactly train out of in California?
I'm training El Segundo, right by the LAX airport. I opened my gym a little bit over 2 years ago. It's a nice little studio. We have, we have fighters right now. We have Jared Hammond and Anthony Hardong, heavyweight, and so we have 3 UFC guys, and we have a bunch of upcoming fighters and recreational fighters.
You know, you start off in wrestling, you're into the UFC once again, as you said before, and, you know, it's almost like full circle for you. Now you've got a dojo that's training Vladimir way. It's got to be kind of cool for you.
Yeah, it's exciting, but sometimes it's become over, you know, when you have to prepare for the fight and teach classes and take care of business. But I have a good group of guys who helping me out, and I'm really thankful for them for that, and yeah, very excited.
You know, a lot of people talk about coaches and managers and trainers. You've been doing this a long time and very successful. You've been a wrestler. You've trained that way very successfully. Now, with the age behind you a little bit, as your trainer jumps on you, with your age behind you, do you need more motivation than you already have, or do you still need to have that trainer push you as hard as he can?
Yeah, it's hard to do it at that level we're going right now. It's hard to push it yourself. You always have to somebody next to you, and like right now, just like I said, I went to run to the beach. If I go by myself, I'll probably go a little bit slower, but I have a friend of mine he keep the pace and just kind of push me. So yeah, you always need somebody to be on the top of you.
Well, Vladimir, we know we're going to click on that and pay for it just to watch you fight. We're a big fan of yours. We're so happy you got back into the UFC. National attention. I know there's international attention on you. You've got just an incredible success record. We're looking forward to it, Vladimir. Thanks for taking the time with us.
Thank you guys.
Hey, Vladimir Matyushenko, 205 weight class, and he is one of the best. He has brought fear to the weight class, and now he's back into the UFC, and you're going to see a lot of things start falling when those hands start hitting. Vladimir, take care of yourself.
You too, guys. Thank you.
You're welcome. We're off the air.